Prince Andrew's ex-wife, Sarah Ferguson, Fergie, has launched this new podcast series, but she might not win many fans with this hot take, her defence of the former This Morning presenter, Phillip Schofield. Listen.
It's the court of public opinion, you're absolutely right, and also the court of massive bullying to the point of extermination of a soul. Mm. And I don't believe that anybody has that right to judge and to exterminate a person's own beliefs through their own failings or not. Yeah. We all have failings. Exactly. We don't know the facts.
No, we don't.
Fergie, not sure about that. We do know the facts because Schofield himself admitted them. So, Lady C, do you think Fergie should really be wading into these sort of high-profile cases, especially given the situation she remains with Prince Andrew?
Well, with due respect, my dear Dan, I think we can keep Prince Andrew well out of this. Unless, of course, Sarah is worried about the fact that our teenagers should not be delectable morsels on the table anymore, because the fact of the matter is she herself has a very checkered history. And, you know, what she is according Phillip Schofield is the courtesy of one shark for another. I mean, her behaviour has been at times reprehensible. And she may not have the right to judge, and she certainly doesn't have the right to judge going off her previous conduct. And I don't want to go into any more detail than that about her previous conduct.
No, thank you.
It has been disgusting. And the fact of the matter is that we have a right to judge because Phillip Schofield has abused his guests, he has abused his staff, he has abused his position, and he was presenting himself as being somebody to be emulated and looked up to. I'm sorry, she's utterly wrong yet again. But then Sarah, she may have a kind heart, but she does suffer from hoof-in-the-mouth disease.
And this is the risk, isn't it, Phil, of having this sort of podcast because she's talking all the time. Isn't it sometimes better for her to just zip it?
It would be better for her to zip it, but I don't think she's going to. I mean, did you notice that she reckoned that people ought to take a deep breath before criticising Phillip Schofield? And then what they should do? Have a cup of tea. And she just happens to be promoting a new tea product at the moment. So she got that in really well. I thought that was brilliant. But if anyone knows what it's like to be at the centre of a scandal, it's our dear old friend Sarah. I've been reporting on her for 30, more years than I care to remember, 35 years. And she's a bit like the Jeffrey Archer of the royal family, isn't she? Whatever happens to her, she always bounces back. So I say...
Yeah, and look, do you know what? You have to admire that. You do have to admire that. Despite what Lady C says, though, Phil, I do think these comments were motivated out of her own personal feelings for Andrew, because she feels like Andrew has been wrongly cancelled and she's seen in her head the same thing happen to Phillip Schofield.
Yeah, as I said to you the other week, I think... Sorry, Lady C. Yeah, carry on, Lady C.
You go, Lady C. Take me on.
Thank you. The problem is Andrew may have been wrongly cancelled, but Phillip Schofield has been rightly cancelled. And the difference between Andrew and the girl, who was a 20-year difference maximum, and she admitted she was paid for her attentions, and this boy, there's nearly a 40-year age difference. And, you know, I'm sorry, he worked for Phillip Schofield. It is an abusive position. There are no real similarities, except the fact that they were both older men with teenagers. But there are no other similarities. I think Sarah has yet again shown that she needs to think before she engages her mouth.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying, Lady C. I think the point that I was making is that that's why she wants to defend Phillip Schofield. It's because of her own personal feelings about the mistreatment in her eyes of Prince Andrew. But look, thank you both so much. My royal masterminds, Lady Colin Campbell, Phil Dampier, great to have you here this Monday night.